Hey, good morning everybody. My name is Terry and I garden in Zone 7B in the South. And today I'm going to be taking you along on how I harvest my garlic. There's a lot of information about planting garlic, harvesting garlic out there. So if you happen to click on this channel, thank you so much for visiting my channel today. This is my first year harvesting garlic. I planted most of mine September 23rd of last year, and so it took about close to 9 months to harvest the garlic that I have. And when I first planted the garlic, I didn't pay attention, unfortunately, to knowing whether it was hard neck or soft neck. I just planted these. They're probably more likely soft necks because they would flop over. And what I researched, yes, if you have soft neck garlic, they tend to flop over when they're ready to be harvested. So how do you know when to harvest garlic? So I'm going to summarize what I learned. So they're ready to be harvested in anywhere between 8 to 10 months. So if you plant anytime between late September and November, they should be ready to be harvested June to August of the following year. And how you can tell when they're ready to be harvested is when the bottom 2 to 3 leaves are brown, which these are, and or if you have a soft neck is when they flop over and they're also showing that they're brown on the bottom there. And then lastly, you want to dig up to see for sure is they were saying that when the garlic has fully, I guess, filled out its outer skin, which I'm not too sure what all that means. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like, and we'll learn together what that looks like. I harvested 41 of them, 41 bulbs a couple days ago, and they're hanging up to dry right now. So I figure I would go ahead and share this with you with the rest of the garlic, how I harvested them. All right, so I'm going to dig one up for you just so I can show you. So I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. So this one flopped over. So let's see. I grew about 50 to 60 of them back in September 23rd of last year. And then about a month later, I planted the rest, totaling probably about 80, 90. I think, you know what? I think it was 89 altogether that I planted. So I don't know if you can see, so I'm going to move it around a little bit. You don't want to pull from here. You want to pull from on the bottom, and you don't want to harvest when it's wet out here, which it is today, unfortunately, but I really have to do it today for scheduling purposes. But I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to go down here, and use this trowel, whatever you call that, and just dig it up. When the soil is dry, it's easier for it to come out, and then just shake off the rest of the soil as much as you can. Okay, so I got a big one right here, and let's see what they mean by filling out the skin. So I kind of see the outer skin right here, kind of. So I'm gonna say this pretty much fills out the skin, because you see that thin layer right there? So that's its outer skin. So probably this is ready, or actually this is over ready, I would say, because I would think that you want to like this, fill out like that. But it could be because it's wet also that it's flaking off easily. So I would say this is pretty much filling out its skin. What do you guys think? Okay, it looks good. So let's do the rest of them. All the garlic that I want to harvest today, and guess what? I did plant some hardneck garlic, so this is one of them. So I know this one for sure is hardneck because it's very stiff. The other thing that I know is that I will show you. The hardnecks were the ones that I planted a month later, and unfortunately I interspersed them everywhere, like where there was space, I put them there. So unfortunately I don't know where I planted all of these, but anyway, this is how you can tell that you have a hardneck. Is you have these scapes growing. So it's going to flower soon, and it's going to set seeds. So what you can do to make the garlic grow a little bit longer is to cut these off. And from what I learned, that these are very edible. I mean, they taste really good. So I'm going to cut some of these, or all of these off, the ones that I see, so I can allow the energy to go into growing these some more. These are all hardnecks because they're still standing up. I'm gonna leave these here because I planted these about a month later, so they still have some time to grow. So I am so excited, guys, that I get to try these scapes that everyone's been like, a lot of people have been talking about. All right, I just grouped these into big and small piles, and then the two over there are the the hardnecks, I mean. So the bigger size garlic I'm going to just do in 5, so that way I can braid them. And that's a nice thing about the soft neck garlic, that you can braid the stalks or the leaves. Right now I have 26 of these, and I have 41 hanging already. So you might want to ask, how long is garlic good for once you cured and they're ready to be stored? So for the soft necks, from what I read, from what I researched, anywhere from 6 to 12 months. So for the hard necks, anywhere from 4 to 10 months. And I was wondering why such a huge range. So I'm not sure, maybe it depends on how well your condition is, your environment is, and how well you store it. So a good rule of thumb to know is that the soft neck garlic will last longer than the hard neck garlic. So if your plant, so it's good, it makes sense, right, to plant both, so that way you can use up your hard neck garlic first before you use the soft neck garlic. Just know that if you harvest too early or you harvest too late, that will affect the storage time, and that will affect, you know, within the range I just mentioned, it could not be that maximum to 12 months for the soft neck garlic. So I would say also just take the average of the two. So take an average of the 6 to 12 months time frame, and then the average of 4 to 10 months time frame. So that will give you a good indication of when yours will last. So I have these all organized already, and what you want to do is you don't want to water these. You just need to just get the loose soil off as much as possible. And like I mentioned, it's not a good idea to harvest these while they're wet, while the soil is wet, but because of scheduling issues, I have to harvest them like right now. But I did harvest some a couple days ago, and it will be a good experiment for me as well to see how they do. The next question is, how do you braid these with the soft neck garlic? So the good news is you don't have to braid these. You can just, you know, hang them like these. But I'm, just in case you are curious how to braid them, I am going to show you. So I have the 3 right here. I separate into 3, and maybe 4 with the smaller one here. And what I'm gonna do is just like braiding hair. Bring this over, and then bring this over that, and then bring this over again. So now it's just like braiding hair. It's just like right here. So I should be an expert at it, right? There you go. To be honest, it's actually easier to braid these while the leaves are wet. And that's it. See, so that you can just go ahead and hang them like that. And you can use an actual, you know, hair tie to do this if you want to, but since it's kind of wet still, I can just go ahead and do this. Just a little knot here. I can get that one over. That should stay. Okay, so just know it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not a aesthetic thing. You just want to braid it and be able to hang it. So I got 3 here. And then for these, I'm just gonna hang them like this. And these will be eaten first. So what do you do now? So you're going to cure these, and I had to look it up. What is curing? So all curing is to let the bulbs dry out really good. So all you do now is just hang them upside down, and then all the extra moisture from the leaves will go into the bulbs. And according to Bree the plant lady on YouTube, it's good to have the moisture going to the bulbs. It feeds it or something like that. According to my research, it said to store them in a cool, dark, dry environment, one that will give you air circulation. In a garage or in the basement would be really good to do. But according to Bree, the plant lady on YouTube, she said that all she does is hang them outside, like under her, I believe a gazebo or something. So I have something similar. So I'm gonna do the same thing that she does because she's really good at what she does. So I believe her. I'm just going to go ahead and hang these upside down like this outside, and she recommended for 20 days. So I'm going to do that for 20 days. After that, I am going to store them in a nice, cool, dark place. All right, that's what I have. We use this for camping. I know that you guys know what it's called. So Bree had something similar, but it's more permanent, as permanent structure. All right, you guys, this is what I did a couple of days ago. So we'll see how this goes. Hope you can see in the camera really well. So these will hang the rest of the way there, and that should do it. So I got all these hung up, and I have a garlic forest over here, it seems like. So that's it. I hung them with strings, and again, I'm just going to hang them for 20 days and see if they are dry enough to get them ready to store. I hope you enjoyed the video and you found this very helpful. It has been so much fun growing garlic since I started last September, and it was definitely a learning curve for me, and I thought, why not, because I love garlic, and I grow these initially to prevent deer from grazing my other plants or from eating my other plants. So they served as a deer deterrent for me. And of course I love garlic, so it was a win-win for me. So I am going to definitely grow them again, both hard neck and soft neck garlic for sure. This time I'm going to organize them better so I know which one is hard neck and which one is the soft neck. If you would like to know more about what I do after drying these up for 20 days, please let me know, and maybe I can make another video for you, a follow-up video. If nothing else, thank you so much for watching. I know I may have left some details out, so if you have any questions or comments, please write them down below. If you are my new subscriber, or if you're visiting my channel for the first time and you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you found it helpful. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. I know that I don't get a lot of comments or likes or anything like that, but I hope for those of you who actually do watch and who do support me by giving me a like or a comment, I really, really appreciate it, because as you know, I am very small, and from what I know, that if you were to like the video or make comments, it will let YouTube know that this video is worth watching. Otherwise, it just gets stuck in the cloud somewhere and nobody knows about it. Anyway, I am so happy that you are here and that we're learning together, and I can honestly say I can check planting garlic and harvesting garlic to my list of things that I know how to do now. So I am excited about that. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.